What if everything stopped? People, air, light, nothing moves. No sound, no thought, only you, conscious, watching the frozen world around you. Sounds like the perfect superpower, right? Stopping time, total control. But what if I told you that this would actually be the worst thing that could happen? Today, you'll discover how science turns his dream into a nightmare, and why, without time, life itself wouldn't be possible. Time is everywhere. It marks the seconds on your clock, the beat of your heart, the cycle of day and night. But what exactly is time? In classical physics, time was just a line from past to future, something absolute, that moved the same for everyone. But then came Einstein and flipped everything upside down. According to the theory of relativity, time is a dimension, as real as width, height, or depth, together with space. It forms what we call space-time. In other words, time isn't separate. It's directly connected to everything that moves, to everything that exists. When an apple falls, it's not just gravity pulling it. It's space-time bending, movement, change, things happening. All of it depends on time flowing. Without time, there is no growth. Without time, there is no sound. Without time, there's not even light. And that's why, when time stops, everything stops with it. But what if time stopped right now, this very instant? Brace yourself. The answer is much scarier than it sounds. Imagine time stopped. Literally, not a single second more. No movement, no change. And now, you're inside this moment. The first thing that happens, light stops moving. That's right, you can't see anything. Because light needs time to travel. Without time, light can't leave the sun, can't reflect off objects, can't reach your eyes. The result? Total darkness. Eternal blackness. But it gets worse. The air you breathe also depends on time. Oxygen molecules don't move. No molecular movement means no breathing. What are your lungs pulling in? Nothing. You suffocate. Slowly. Silently. In the dark. And your body? It freezes too. The heart doesn't beat. Blood doesn't circulate. Cells stop functioning. It's like life has been paused. But there's no play button. You might think, okay, but what if I'm the exception? What if only the world stops? And I keep moving. Hold on. We'll get to that. For now, understand this. Stopping time isn't like freezing a beautiful moment in slow motion. It's like pulling the plug on the universe. Nothing else happens. No words. No emotions. No thoughts. Time isn't just a measurement. It's the fuel of existence. But what if only you could keep moving? That's the most popular scenario in movies and shows. The world freezes, but you go on. Free. Untouchable. The only one in motion. Sounds amazing, right? You could walk around, play statue with people, grab things midair, escape any situation. But science is bad news. Not only is that impossible, it will be physically catastrophic. First, to move, you need energy. But if time is stopped, there's no movement. Movement is change. And change only happens in time. If you try to raise your arm, the particles in your body would need to vibrate, interact, generate heat. But if the universe is frozen, there's no heat exchange, no friction, no force. Worse, atoms around you will be locked in place. Air doesn't move. Surfaces are impenetrable. You'd be like a fish trying to swim through solid concrete. Also, to see the frozen world, your eyes would need to catch light. But remember, without time, light doesn't travel. Your eyes don't work. Your brain can't interpret anything. In other words, even the idea of perceiving a frozen world is absurd. Without time flowing, there's no consciousness, no thought, no you. By the way, if you like videos that mix science with imagination and make you see the world differently, now's the time. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and comment below what you'd do if you could stop time, even after knowing all this. Your support helps us keep making this kind of content. Now, what if I told you there are places where time almost stops? Yes, and the best example is black holes, regions so dense with such intense gravity that even time feels the impact. According to Einstein, the stronger the gravity, the slower time moves. This is called time dilation. If you got close to a black hole, your time would pass much slower compared to someone far away. 1 hour for you could be years for someone back on Earth. But even there, time doesn't stop. It just stretches, bends, twists. Truly stopping time would require infinite energy. And everything we know in the universe, matter, light, even thoughts, depends on time flowing. But would stopping time be the same as time travel? That's a common confusion. In movies, characters freeze time and move freely, like they're traveling through it. But in science, time travel means moving to a different point on the timeline, to the past or the future. Stopping time, on the other hand, is taking time out of the equation. It's like trying to walk with no ground. You can't go anywhere. And in the quantum world, how does time behave there? Quantum physics shows an even stranger world. Particles can exist in multiple states at once, the so-called superposition, and collapse into one reality when observed. Time there isn't continuous or absolute. In some experiments, like quantum entanglement, events seem to happen without a clear time order. This challenges a classical idea of past, present, and future. But we're not just made of physics. We're also perception. And our brain doesn't feel time the way it truly is. Our sense of time changes with emotion. 1 minute in line feels endless, but 10 minutes playing a game fly by. When we feel fear, the brain registers more details, giving the impression that time slowed down. So, the time you feel isn't the same as the clock's time. And there's more. We can time travel with our minds. There's a name for it, chronesthesia. It's our ability to remember the past and imagine the future. Right now, you can go back to a childhood moment, or picture yourself 10 years from now. No other animal does this with the same complexity. It's like we carry a piece of time inside us. So, if stopping time physically is impossible, can we do it symbolically? Yes. The answer is in the state of presence. In meditation, for example, many people say time seems to slow down. They're not stopping time. They're stepping out of the mental rush and returning to the now. It's as if, for a moment, time stops running and only the present exists. Maybe, deep down when we wish to stop time, we're really just craving to feel life more intensely, more connection, more presence, more meaning. Because the truth is, time never stops. But you can choose to live each second as if it were unique. Physics shows that time isn't just a number on the clock. It's part of the fabric of the universe. And more than that, it's part of who we are. If we could stop time, we'd lose everything. Because stopping time is stopping life. So next time you wish a moment could last forever, remember, it already does because you lived it. Appreciate the now, because in the end, time is the most precious thing we have. If you enjoyed this video, hit like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who's always saying they wish they could stop time. See you in the next dive into the universe's curiosities.